Hey everybody, day 3 of our Q&A, and today's question is, what would you recommend for sellers granted the current state of the market?
What's your motivation? Do you need to sell or can you wait?
So, what would you say are the benefits of selling now versus waiting?
Selling now, you have buyers at home, on their smartphone, on their laptop, searching real estate, talking to their mortgage professional, talking to their real estate professional, looking at photos online. Downside is there are less buyers actively touring property, and we don't know how many buyers actually feel comfortable buying a property without actually visiting it in person.
So let's talk about occupied homes. How would we go about selling an occupied home?
Yeah, so the difficulty with occupied homes right now, whether it's owner occupied or tenant occupied, is that showings are restricted. So everything's going to be virtual, video, virtual tour, photos. Sellers are not necessarily going to be excited about buyers going into their home. Buyers are not going to feel excited about going into an occupied home. So really it's best to vacate your home if possible. And if you're not in a financial position to vacate your home and you have to sell it occupied, we would recommend waiting until after the SIP order, because then we can actually have in-person showings. But if you need to sell now, then we'll just do the best we can with all of our virtual marketing tools.
Perfect. So I think you touched a little bit about, it's in the best interest to vacate the home if possible. But what would that look like if we are prepping a vacant home?
Yeah, so step 1 is you're going to have a listing consultation with me. Normally starts with a phone call, probably about 60 minutes, understanding your motivation, talking to us about your house, your next move. And then once we have a signed agreement in place, we'll connect you with Angela, our number 1 concierge, and she'll do a virtual walkthrough with you. And then she'll create a checklist of prep work. And there's not really anything we can do right now other than staging, inspections, photography. So if there's other prep besides staging, like say painting, landscaping, refinishing floors, carpet, that's all going to need to wait till after the SIP order is lifted. But in the meantime, we can get everything on the schedule. So come, May 4th, May 5th, we can hit the ground running.
Perfect. So what are the current showing restrictions now for vacant properties versus occupied?
Yeah, so right now with vacant properties, in-person showings are very restricted. If a virtual tour is not feasible, in-person showing is acceptable. We need to have masks, gloves, wipe down surfaces, taking extra precaution during these times. And then for occupied homes, there are no in-person showings. So, as we said, as a seller, it's the buyer pool and the buyer demand is going to be severely limited. So, for the most part, the sellers that we're recommending go on the market right now is if they need to sell right now and it's a vacant home. If you don't need to sell right now, wait. If the house is vacant and you don't need to sell, ultimately it's a question of either going on the market now with less competition among other listings, but also less buyers, or do you want to just hold on to the property, pay your property tax, pay your insurance, pay your mortgage and interest if you have a loan, and come on the market in the next couple weeks when hopefully there will be buyers out in more demand.
Great. So last question to wrap it up is, what kind of marketing is available?
So we have a comprehensive digital marketing list. You should definitely ask your real estate professional what they include in their service when listing your home. We pay for professional photography, aerial photos with a drone, professional video, a 3D Matterport walkthrough, which is a virtual floor plan. We'll put together a property website. We pay for a targeted digital marketing campaign with email, Facebook, and Instagram. And I think that's it. Of course, we're going to go on the multiple listing service, the MLS, so all the brokers know that your property's for sale. From there, it's going to syndicate to all the major websites, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, Trulia, so all the buyers in the world are going to know about it. So, our goal when selling your property is to maximize exposure, to maximize the selling price.
Wonderful. This was great information. So stay tuned for tomorrow's Day 4 Q&A.
Thanks, guys.